Okay, so I'm going to be sharing, simple steps you can take to start setting boundaries in your home. Remember, I shared at the beginning of the video, I'm going to help you set clear, kind, and consistent boundaries. So these are the steps you can take. For example, you are a parent, you've never done this before, or this is new to you, and you don't know how to go about it. So I'm going to give you seven simple steps that would help you start setting boundaries in your home. And the first thing I'll share is clarify your values. Let your children be clear on your values. Let them know what is unacceptable. For example, you can say, in this home, we prioritize sleep, connection, respect, honesty. So let them know. And it's not even enough to say it, right? If possible, you can go the next step to document it so that everybody knows the values that are upheld in the home, right? Number two is that you must define your boundaries. Define your boundaries. So define them. For example, at 8 p.m., all devices go off. So we don't go online beyond 8 p.m. or we don't have screen time beyond 8 p.m. And what you can do is, if their screen time is for 1 hour, 7 to 8, you put it off. If it's for 2 hours, 6 to 8, you put it off. So let them know, let it be clear enough, let it not be vague. Don't say something like, in this house, screen time is limited. How limited is it? Let them understand it's for 2 hours and it doesn't go beyond 8 p.m. Define your boundaries. Number three, communicate these boundaries early and calmly. Now, I will say that, this saying that prevention is better than cure. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say with this particular point. Communicate it early and calmly. So before the the how would I put it now? Before they start to go wrong, or before they start to cross the boundaries, or go beyond limits, you should have communicated this earlier, right? So for example, one thing I do in my home is that when they wake up in the morning, they need to come up with a list of activities they're going to engage in. So these activities will serve as a guide for them so that they know what they are supposed to do at that particular time. You have told them early, so that when they start to go out of those boundaries, all you need to do is call them back to line. Like, where's your to-do list? Is this what you're supposed to be doing now? Have you done this before this? We prioritize some activities before others. So you are calm enough to even call them back to order, right? So communicate early and calmly. The next one is offer choices within your limits. Offer choices. Yes, you're trying to put limits to protect them and all of that, but even within that limit, let them be options, right? For example, you have a day that you eat vegetables and fruits in your home, and your children are not keen on eating vegetables and fruits. What you can do is to give them options. Okay, today is our fruit and vegetable day. What kind of fruit would you like? What kind of vegetable would you like? Would you like it like this? Should I steam it? Should I turn it into a smoothie? Give them options, because this will help them feel like, okay, they are not trapped and you're not taking total control, of their life. The next one will be to be consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. Boundaries are more about consistency. So today you don't say this is what we do. Tomorrow you move from that to do another thing. Your children will always struggle to get used to those boundaries. So we must be consistent as parents when we set boundaries for our children. The next one is that give consequences that teach, not just punish. So when you set boundaries, children are definitely going to test your boundaries. Don't even get it wrong. They are going to definitely test it. They want to see if you mean what you say. They want to see if you can be consistent. They are going to test you when you set boundaries. So be prepared as a parent. So one thing you can do is that you can give consequences that teach. For example, they have limited hours of screen, like 1 hour, and they exceed 1 hour. Instead of saying, what's wrong with you? You beat them, you yell or something. What you can do is that, okay, tomorrow, instead of having screen time, you're going to research on the damages excess screen can have on children. So let them go online, be there to supervise. What are some of the damages? They can even turn it into a presentation, a PowerPoint present. It's a consequence for exceeding the screen time the other day. So let them know the next day you're not going to have screen because you crossed the boundaries. But now you're not just punishing them, you're also helping them understand why you are limiting their screen time. Lastly, review and repair your boundaries. Yes, sometimes we set unrealistic boundaries as parents. When you see that your boundaries are unrealistic, you need to review them. When you see that your boundaries are always causing chaos, it means there might be something you need to do. So always spend time reviewing and repairing. And if you have older children, let them be part of your boundary setting. let them be part of your boundary setting. This will help them comply easily. This will help them comply easily. I hope these tips were helpful. See you in my next video. Bye.